landed. Just talking about those guys and your first impression.
Yeah, early impressions have been really good. I think number one, I think they are mentally, the mental temperament, the makeup of them mentally is really good. I think they're good kids. I think they want to bust their butt and work hard. I think football is important to them, which is probably the most important ingredient. You know, is how important is this game to you? I think all those things are high. When those things are high, now you got a chance to work with the other tools and actually become a successful football player on the field. So watching them move around, they're long, they can change direction, they can jump, they can cut, they can do all the things athletically that you like. And now we're going to build the football IQ. You know, as we get into spring, seeing how much football can they retain, and some things are going to be a little bit different. Football is football, but some things terminology-wise may be a little bit different. So just seeing how much they can retain that aspect, but definitely first impressions have been outstanding. Kids are they're willing to work, they bust their butt. I mean, the culture here has been established, and we're just excited just to build on what they did last year and just keep it going.
Talk about being able to bond with Coach Bucker too, because obviously they have to lean on each other.
No doubt.
Secondary.
Yeah, no, he's been great to be with. You know, coach. You know, he's played in the league and he's played and he's coached at some high level places as well. So, and he's got a good way about himself. You know, he's got a good calm spirit, and we communicate well together. So we're just excited about developing our relationship on the back end and really giving the kids a culture and identity for what we want our secondary to be. You know, that subculture of the defense and how we want to identify ourselves as a secondary. So we're ready to just get things rolling, get everything established. But working with T-Buck has been outstanding, I think.
What's it like coming in with two new coaches on the defensive side as well?
Well, really, you know, yeah. So I mean, we're all kind of new, you know, because Coach Turner was here, you know, and Peter's new here, and T-Buck is new as well. So there's actually 4 new people working together. That's what you gotta love about this game. You know, it's just about putting everything aside and what is the best thing to do for our defense. And Coach Sermon's intelligent man, and he's thorough what he wants to get done, and he also listens, and we communicate well with each other. So we're just in the initial phases of developing and building the scheme and the terminology, and just making sure we're speaking the same language. You know, when you have 4 new faces, sometimes it's just as small as, hey, you called it this at this place, and what do you call it here, and then what are we going to call it, so we can all speak the same language. So we're excited about just putting these pieces together, just coming in here and grinding every single day, and then just getting in there with those kids and getting this thing done.
As a general question, just talk about the decision to come here and how excited you are to start in this SEC program.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the SEC it's the best in the nation. I mean, there's no talk about that. You know, we know that, and I checked into the Courtyard Marriott a couple days ago, and everybody came out the back and said, "You're one of the new coaches." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And they started telling me how to beat Ole Miss. So, so right there we knew, it's serious now. This is for the big boys. So obviously excited to be here, excited to be a part of what Coach Mullen has established here, excited to be a part of the identity and the culture that this program has. It's nationally known. The kids bust their butt, they work hard. Everybody's got a chip and an edge, and if you don't have something to prove every day, you won't improve. So every single day we're just trying to get it done, prove what we got to prove, and just outwork every single person that's around us and get every single inch of potential out of ourselves as coaches and out of these kids as well. And I think we're going to have something special here.
Have you had a chance to look at much film of your safeties, you guys, your heritage?
Some, but probably more film on what we're going to be installing. So we've watched some USC film and some things from other places that we're going to be putting together and developing as our defense. But then you also want to see, who are these kids and what have they done. But those things are going to be determined. We're going to go out there, we're going to have spring ball, and we're going to get the kids in the right places to be the most successful. So yeah, we've watched a little bit of the 15 film, but more gearing towards this spring and what we're going to be doing when we hit spring practice.
What do you think it means to T-Buck to return home to Mississippi?
I think he's excited. He was he started telling me about the Mississippi history, and I think I said jazz was created here and the blues was created here. And so yeah, I think those things have been exciting for him, and I know he's glad to be back home, and I'm glad to be here too, and working with him. So I think we're going to have a great working relationship together.
Do you think your time is good too, because you've got guys like a Brandon Bryant, a Jamal Peters, Mark McHart, just some really good young, outstanding athletes that are not finished products yet?
Exactly. They're taking the initial steps, to becoming those high caliber players that you need to win and compete in this league, and I'm excited about just really helping these guys take those next steps, get to the next stage of how do you get out there and compete in 60 or 70 plays plays and how do you get out there and grind out an SEC win. And a lot of it's the mental temperament of what you're doing. A lot of it is of getting the mental toughness part down and those kind of things. And then there's the football IQ part. So there's a lot of great pieces here. Our job is to get them lined up, get them motivated, get them in the right place, get them in position to do what they do best, and then and let these boys run and hit, which is what they do well.